What's up, Capstone family? This is Ed Drummond with Capstone Realty coming at you on Friday, the 31st of July. Today is the last day of the month, and we can look forward to rents early next week and start that whole process. Today has been a crazy busy day at Capstone, which is great, and we are hoping that we see consistent and awesome turnout from our tenants paying rents in the next coming months. Things are getting a little more dicey. I mean, everything by way of the economy, as you're probably feeling it, is really questionable right now. There are a lot of people that I admire and respect in the industry that I often will look to get a pulse on maybe their subsection of what's happening in their markets, whether it be from the stock standpoint or from commodities or whatever it might be. And right now, like there's just a lot of uncertainty, which is pretty interesting. Um, right now, I think in our space, again, getting back to the numbers of resale and residential and rentals in Phoenix, um, there doesn't seem to be a better place to have, money right now by way of, the tons of tenants and people still moving into the valley. Rents are higher than they've been ever, and they're still continuing to rise, which is interesting. The shortage of housing as a whole here in Arizona is going to affect, of course, our business, but affect your bottom line. And while we're going through this, it almost feels like we're on an island as everything else is kind of coming down around us, right? And I know maybe some of you feel the same way. So, Friday is our day in the office for kind of a contemplation as a team. We get together and have a lunch. If any of you have popped in on a Friday, you'll know that, Friday afternoons from noon to 1, we're all in the room together. We're sharing in each other's company and kind of recapping on the week and what that looks like. And this week was pretty wild, right? There's a lot of things happening, not just in our industry and in our business, but all around, more than it has been. So let's see what next week looks like. I'm pretty optimistic as to what the future is going to hold for all of your properties and for us. If at some point I do believe that it is time to make a move, you will know, as I will let you know. I think right now, if you've got a property where you've got someplace, like I mentioned last week in the video, if you've got a place where you can put the money that it's going to do well for you, better than what you're getting on the returns in the property that you have here now, it may be time to sell. Because let me tell you, we can push the price, and we pretty much get our selection of buyer in this market. We had one that we put on the market at the very beginning of COVID, that we just recently put back on the market. And when COVID started, we had to adjust the price a little bit to get to the price point where a buyer would execute. Buyer ended up falling out due to COVID related issues, honestly, which was pretty wild. That was the first one that we saw. And we put it back on the market this week, and lo and behold, multiple offers and one that was just, too good to pass up. So those are the things that we're still seeing, which is great for the market. I am going to be posting from here on out. We're going to start posting all of our coming soon listings as well. For you particularly, for any of our clients, we want to make sure that if you are on the market for potentially looking for other property or assets to buy, you can see this stuff before it hits the market. And if you have questions on any of the stuff that we send, let us know. But I'll include a link here on two that are going to be hitting the market next week. One is primarily for somebody that's going to be owner occupied up in the North Phoenix Scottsdale area, and the other is down here actually by our office, a really, really great property for buy and hold, or somebody that is entry level looking to buy a home to get started here in the Central Phoenix area. Thanks. I appreciate you watching. Definitely look forward to connecting with you next week. We've got a lot of cool things that are happening here behind the scenes. Our systems and processes are getting better than ever. And I don't know if you're feeling it, but I'm feeling it here. Even though everything is stressed, everything is crazy around us right now, this team is holding it together. I feel like we've never had as strong a team at Capstone as we do right now. And I appreciate all your feedback. I appreciate you always bringing it and letting us know what's real and giving it to us real. And I hope that you expect that we're going to give that to you as well. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week.